Here we are. Hello, Moran. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, fine. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So we are in another year. Like the 2021 was that. Okay, we did a lot of things, but was very, very hard here, we can say. But finally, we are in 2022. Let's hope the best for this year, and I wish you the best, my dear, for this year because you did a lot of things, and we will do together also many other things, and I'm excited to that.
Me too, Domenico. It's such an honor to be here with you and enter into 2022 together. And we really did a lot of things between the two of us and many other people around us, some incredible things to write home about as we conclude 2021. And it's absolutely humbling and really hard to even grasp because it seems like this togetherness when we do all these things together, it's like happening kind of with ease, and it's pretty amazing to look back and know that we did those kinds of things that actually is it okay to say touched change, like actually created some serious ripples.
I think so. I think so. Yesterday, I was thinking properly of the ripple effect, and I have a story on that I will share after. Not now, just take a little bit of surprise. But yes, totally. This year was amazing, and even I didn't realize myself. Maybe I didn't get to reflect on that. On oh wow, so many changes happened.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's taken me time to come back from COP. And I think it's not just the fact that it's like COP, it's the fact that it's pandemic, and it's the fact that it's been the last 2 years since the last COP, and all of the things that have been kind of like building up, building up, building up, building up, and then meeting, and like really the last several months, and then only in the last few days, as we were concluding the year, I kind of think all of us are starting to just have it, take a moment, take a breath, reflect back, and suddenly realizing all the things that we have to process that we did, and preparing excitedly for what we're about to embark on doing, and also what we're. I mean, I can speak for myself. You've been in this sphere for a lot longer than me, but for me, I'm absolutely shocked, really, uh, by how how it has ended up that we've done um, some of the things we've done, and to think of all the people who were coordinated from all over the world doing it together. It's just practically indescribable. I haven't uh, properly concluded my report, and I need to, and I do that, and I plan to. I think by next week or so, I should have a clearer thought. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very like happy that you feel so because uh, once I'm here now these days, as you said, a little bit relaxing and taking the energies for the next year, and I'm a little bit tidying up my computer files. No, I'm start to like organize things and so on. And I went through a file that I didn't remember that I had. It
Yeah.
was like the Warrior of Light from Paulo
Oh,
Coelho.
oh, I have that
Yeah,
book, but
yeah,
oh,
yeah. I have the book too, but I discovered that I have also a sort of digital version. And
whoa,
one of the thing that always I liked from this book is this concept that sometimes it comes into the words of Coelho is when the warrior of light is perceiving the path, also the universe is perceiving the path with him and is supporting him. And so I think that we are able to do also great things or also impactful things only if we are on our path in a way. And the life want to tell
Oh,
us which is the path.
on
The
our
life, the life was want to tell us which is our path.
path.
And yeah, and actually the book is saying that once the warrior of light is perceiving his path, then the universe also is like moving together with him, no? And so when you describe it, all the many things that you did and so on, it make me the imagine of the warrior of light, no? That is like achieving results because all the universe is with him or her.
And but it's you too, my darling. If if I try to make the list of what this guy has done in 2021, I don't know if I will end or it's 2023. Like honestly, I don't know how you manage to do so many things in 24 hours in 300. Honestly, this guy right here, everybody, whoever's watching right there.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you are so gentle, but yeah, I'm trying to
Um,
make the possible, we can say. But surely there are people that can do even more than me, and just making a small piece.
Not talking about who does more or less or anything of the sort. We're talking about, simply put, doing so many good things for the world and many more people beyond yourself. Wow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to you. But okay, let's
Okay,
come to that. I know
lots of
that
things. You're
you have a list of things done, like make a recap. You want to let's maybe share with the audience what we achieved then during this year and what we want to achieve for the next year.
Would you like to ping pong?
Yeah, yeah, okay, like it.
And it'll allow us, maybe if there's ever something that comes up that we want to maybe share screen or something like that, we can totally do that. So for anyone who's watching, welcome to Sustainable Sundays. Uh, this is a bit of a video podcast that Hubs in Italia and B have been doing together. I'm Maranzo Broza, and
Domenico Vito from Abzin.
that's right. And we talk everything sustainable. So we also talk between ourselves. We give you updates about what's going on in the field of sustainability, what's on the front lines in anything to do with the field. And for anyone who has any questions or topics you want to discuss or comments you want to make, you can always write at the bottom of our lives. You can also subscribe to our channels, and you can follow us on all the social media. If you're interested, in some cases, we'll even send you a Zoom link to join us on our call. And sometimes, especially this year, we have some really great surprises and amazing, fascinating guests in the pipeline for 2020 together. Get it? I've been saying
Totally.
20 together, 22 together.
Yes, yes, yes. Only for that, guys, I ask you to subscribe to Moran channel because all these pills are possible only if you subscribe the channel.
Subscribe to Hubsy in Italia as well. So many interesting things. Um, okay, so I have a game we can play. We're gonna
Okay,
play song, right? So
okay,
we make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so you do one that you did, then I'll do one that I did. We can try to do it chronologically, and then maybe I tell them one of the things you did, and you tell them one of the things I did, and then we go back
okay,
and.
okay. I like it.
In any case, I'm going to go down the entire list, but let's see what happens. Okay, go. You start, please.
Okay, okay, okay. So I will start with one thing of mine that I did. Okay, okay. So I remember that this period last year were just at the end of something that was very unexpected, but very funny for me, and I have a lot of fun on doing that. That was the Climate Social Forum. We ended in December, and
Woo! So
properly these times were the time in which we were wrapping up all the information that were come from the initiative and so on. And so I won't start with that because properly chronologically was the moment in which we were wrapping up all the outcomes from the 1 week assembly that we had and so on. So to you.
wow, yes. Well, the Climate Social Forum, it's like one of my dreams come true. And I love the fact that there's someone doing it. And I'm so glad that it's you because I trust your heart and soul and intentions and integrity. And it's an honor to be anywhere near part of that. So, yeah, absolutely. And just for all you all to know, Climate Social Forum is a global community of people that come together to share their expertise, and then we kind of mix and match and meet each other. And Domenico is one of the people who are facilitating the process of curating that platform, that community, and it's really remarkable. Okay, which one am I going to talk about? Okay, I'm going to talk about. Oh my God. Okay, one of the. Um, you know what? Wait. First of all, the honor that I had with Stand with Amazonia. We did a challenge. There is a website. There are loads of actions, a bunch of actions that people from all over the world did. And as a matter of fact, yesterday we counted. Let's see if I can get some of the numbers here. So basically, we had actions like write a letter to senators. We have and warn them that if the Amazon tips, then uh, we all go. We had a global letter written and signed by people. I'm going to pull up the numbers in a minute, but we had 12,425 signatures, more or less, which is for me, that's a lot. I know that people have had hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, but here it's 12,425 signatures from people all over the world, 788 organizations out of those. Wow. Domenico, did you hear me? 788 organizations, 1,845 different ways that people describe their professions. Some of them overlap, but let's call it even 1,000 different professions, and 95 different countries. Um, the standardamazonia.com is still a website. It's made by volunteers from all over the world. And it was a campaign, is a campaign to raise awareness.
For that, guys, as I said, I clapped my hand before because this was a huge initiative, and Moran, like with her passion, her commitment, did greatly. She created a community. She created a lot of bridges among indigenous people and also other stakeholders and so on. And so, guys, give a look to that. We supported with the Abzin and Climate Social Forum the campaign. There is also an hashtag, right, Moran, if you want to remember the hashtag.
Yeah, I'll put the hashtag maybe in the YouTube.
And guys,
Thank
remember
you.
that,
Absolutely not alone. Tens
yeah, yeah,
of thousands, as you can see, people around the world came together for that. We have a video, but we can plug that in the comments.
yeah.
Go.
Remember this name, remember these details, because as we are going ahead in telling the what's happened this year, I will tell you a story about this girl that deserves.
Uh oh. Uh oh. What's coming? Okay. So we're back to you, and now is it my turn?
Okay, I have to tell another one, or I have to guess one of yours.
You have to. I think not guess, share. Like if there's something you remember that I did or something I remember that you did. We don't have to do it every time, but just for fun.
Okay, okay. Another one that you did. I don't know if I can attribute totally to the last year, but in a way continued last year.
Hmm.
Uh, but okay, no, I will say that one thing that really remained into my mind was the event for 24 hours of
Okay.
reality. Uh, that, as I remember, was in 2020, right? The
It was in
event.
2020.
Okay. But then we had a follow-up because we wanted to like also invite Mr. Al Gore to join the idea and so on. Just for explain for the one that are listening, me and Moran are both climate leader into Climate Reality Project. That is this network that was built by Mr. Al Gore in order to foster climate action. And we are called to organize sometime events to foster the knowledge and so on. And we did one in these 24 hours of reality, uh, addressed to the indigenous people. And we invited indigenous people to join into a gathering call and so on. And yeah, this was like the last months of 2020, but in the remaining months after in 2021, we tried to reach Mr. Al Gore with a letter that was coming from there. It was super, and then I understand. Okay, this girl really is super because she doesn't stop the just event. She want to go in deep to the things. She want to reach the top and so on.
Wow, we need to. What else are we doing it for? Just for ourselves? For 1,000 people to see it? 1 million people to see it? No, we need the whole world to see the
Yeah,
story. The leaders. Al Gore can do more than I can do for sure. Maybe you can do more. I don't know. It's like you're the next for touching thousands of people, millions of people. Yeah. Can I just say, so the cherry on top, what happened at COP 26?
yeah, yeah, sure. Go ahead, go ahead.
So actually, Domenico tells the story as if it was me who's trying to get to Al Gore, but it was him who said we could get to Al Gore. Du-du-du-du. So I was like, okay, wait, if we send him a message, do we know how to get in touch with him? You said yes. So I said, let's get a message. So we got a message. Actually, wow, we should play these things. Should we try and pull them up as we talk? Maybe we go like we play them. Anyway, recaps. So at COP 26, I was standing outside with my indigenous Amazonian friend Tylee and some others, like some Germans and Israelis and Iranians. Like we're all just talking, doing, what we do. And then I see someone that looks exactly like Al Gore passing right by me. So I'm like, what? That's Al Gore. So I jump, I grab Tylee, and I'm chasing after him, doing a Facebook Live, and I'm telling him everything that we said in the video and told him that we were trying to reach him. So they gave us his email address and said, send us the message. We will do it the best we can with it. Woo-hoo. So
I'll tell you guys that she's reached the top. So if she doesn't reach, the top will reach her, but it's okay.
no. Well, I don't know. I'm just doing what you said we need to do. What people say we can do. And if we can, we do. If we can't, we try again.
Right, right, right. Okay, now it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, wow, what Domenico did this year. You already said Climate Social Forum. So I'm going to choose another wonderful thing. Road to COP 26. Youth Road to COP 26 is only one of these major, major things that he created a community around, a campaign, and executed a series of events online, coordinated with people from all over the world, from all different sectors and coordinated the way that the preparation for the broadcast themselves, the marketing, everything. And then, in addition to that, made sure it was executed beautifully with fascinating conversations. We have to put links there, okay? So, wow, guys, like this was all because we were waiting so long for COP to come because we were held up by a year with the pandemic. And with the time, I think we were having a conversation one day and thinking, like, okay, how do we get ready for COP? We have to prepare. Anyway, so that was unbelievable.
Right,
How many
right. Yeah.
do you know?
How many we called the appointments, these webinars, step ups, and we did 11 step ups because was like from November
Mm-hmm.
2020 to October 2021, one per month.
Mm. So how many is that?
12, sorry, 11, 11 step ups.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
was was very nice because actually this initiative involved all the youths from from all over the world, from Africa, China, Mexico, whatever, that were collaborating together to make something to prepare themselves to be ready for the COP. So it was a super experience.
I actually wonder if we should put this on our strategy for 2022, um, to have a recap with that group, like have everyone come together and see if they say that it helped them, didn't help them. Is it something they want to continue and integrate? Definitely, I'm doing Road to COP27. So, and I don't
Yeah, yeah.
need to, yeah, it's just like all of us coordinating and like just going through it, preparing.
It's a super good idea. Thanks for. I think that now another guy from the group is a little bit managing, and I think that he will appreciate this idea.
Yay. Okay. So what's next? Oh, I have what how about now we do one that we're both in together?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, can I give you or what you
yeah.
have go, go, go.
I think that was in Italy.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, okay. Go ahead because I have the story, guys. I tell you to remember that stand with Amazonia, and now it's come the moment for a
Oh,
super
I
story.
talked about digital art for a minute.
Ah, yeah, yeah, and another one. Okay, no
Okay, okay.
worries, no
So
worries.
start with that and then you can build up to the other story. I
Okay,
imagine
okay.
what you want to tell.
So you know that this year the pre-COP has happened in Italy, in Milan, and together with the pre-COP that are like the preparatory negotiation for COP uh, that usually are held by uh, some partner countries or hosting countries. This year, because of the fact that the COP was co-hosted by Italy and UK, the pre-COP, the pre-negotiation were take place in Milan, in Italy. And so it was a huge moment where all the people from the UN and so on were coming to Milan. And actually, I'm from Italy, and for me it was a very honor to have this opportunity. I also have a lot of friends that were coming in my country, and
Yeah.
I was saying also to Moran, I said, "Hey, come on, come! That it's a great opportunity." And at the beginning, Moran was a little bit uncertain to say, "Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I have to manage. Let's see, let's see, let's see." And then I'll tell you a few times, and then I say, "Okay, maybe she cannot. That's okay, no worries." And finally, the last week before I receive a message, I will come to Milan. I say, "Wow, wow,
Coming.
uh, wow!" And so that, wow, how do you did? Because just 1 week before is but okay, she finally achieved to come to Italy, and I said, okay, and then that's a good idea. That's a good news, and we can stay pass some time together, do the things and so on. But that was supposed to be a normal thing, no? Uh, like I don't know when your friend is coming to your country, and but it was not normal because this girl is super normal, super natural. Because she's not coming to Milan just for this, but she's coming to Milan to rock the stage. Because she participated to the strike, a big strike that was in Milan with Greta, with the Fridays for Future, and was invited as a special guest to join the stage and talk of Amazonia. But not only, she she also have been like in a way taken by the organization of Youth for Climate as an official translator for the indigenous people. And she was supposed to not enter, by the way, but finally she entered. She became like the official translator of the indigenous people, and then she participated to the strike as a special guest talking about Amazonia, and she took a speech, and all the crowd was yelling, "Yes, stand with Amazonia!" She rocked like she was a rock star from the 20s and so on.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Can you believe that happened?
Yes, I saw. I cannot say I cannot. I saw with my eyes,
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's
and
insane.
I was saying, "Look at this! Come on!"
Oh my god! That was like, listen, that time is where I'm still feeling like only now I'm starting to like stop. Like, oh my god. And it was so like one thing after the other, like dominant. You have to like read the situation and like which way to go, where, when. Oh my god, it was crazy. I can't even believe all that happened. I don't know how it happened, but either way, um, wow, it was very humbling and wow. I mean, I don't even know if you know that before I did that, I also translated Eric on the closing plenary of the pre-COP for the Youth for Climate,
My
and I
God.
that said "Stand with Amazonia."
Remember that. When I tell you that this girl rocked the stage, this girl is reaching the top.
Mm,
I'm not joking, and I'm not saying just for fun or it's real thing.
that's, I think we need to like show them what we're talking about, but I don't have
Yeah,
screen. And can you give me share screen? I've never done it.
yeah. You can share with the. There is a share. Maybe let's see.
Okay. In the meantime, yeah, it's basically just crazy what's happening. What we've been able to do. It's amazing. Oh, okay, so let's talk about digital art for climate. Or wait, I'll close that off. That at the end, like, I flew to Milan because I was invited to participate in some events in the pre COP in Milan, side events. Um, Also from Bones Worry Be Happy, we were supposed to, and we were talking about doing some food things even in Rome and stuff like that. But everything was moving so quickly, and we are on the front lines of real world current events. So constantly there's like, in that time period, it was like so many things that were really intense. Anyway, so things were changing, but then um, also on the invitation from Miroslav for the education and the digital art for climate. But having done that, I also ended up in the pre-COP with the Youth for Climate, the Music for Climate with your friends over there. And then in addition to that, the climate strike, and then ended up giving a big speech on the stage. I don't even know how that happened. And we still have to go get some articles that we never received when we were interviewed that day. And there were pictures. I should show you. There's like Getty images, and yeah, we should. hunt down the video. In the end, um, Digital Art for Climate was this beautiful side event, which is where you and I met for the first time ever in person.
Yeah, yeah. Listen carefully, guys, because this is a story. We never met. We met in the pandemic during like a webinar or whatever, and we started to like talk and collaborate together, but we didn't ever met before physically. The first time was this chance in Milan,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was nice because when we see each other, oh, you're real. You're not just an avatar.
Yes, you're not just the avatar on the screen. Yeah, that was amazing. And it was for Digital Art for Climate. So that's another thing that we both did in 2021 is participated in Digital Art for Climate. And that's going to run into 2022. So that's kind of like where we want to go with today's episode. So it's like recapping 2021 and all the powerful things that were achieved and begin sharing what we can and want to prepare to do in 2022. Um, so in any case, Digital Art for Climate is an initiative that we're collaborating with friends of ours on using art and NFTs with blockchain and cryptocurrency to support the climate uh, change um, challenge together from all over the world. So it's really bringing people together through art and empowering through resources. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Inspire and support climate action through the power of culture and technology. So, yeah, it's um, pretty amazing. Want to tell us a bit more about that? Oh, yeah, you're sharing screen.
Yeah, yeah. This is the website of the initiative that has been built by one partner of this initiative that's called that are the Explicit Workers. Explicit Workers is a collective of digital artists coordinated by Anna Dart. That she's a fantastic. All these illustrations are coming from the studios and the collaboration of Explicit Workers, and actually, as Moran said, the idea is to support climate action through digital art and blockchain. And so I invite you to go into the website. We did also some webinars and initiative to explain a little bit the what is the initiative and how it's working also in a technical side. So you can go here. I shared my into the chat, but also here you can see on the screen this web address. You can go there, and there are all the initiatives. We have some initiative also in COP26 digital exposition. We had a challenge on for the best digital art piece in for the digital art for climate campaign. We had also an hackathon, a designathon, which we designed the marketplace for the digital art and so on. A lot of initiatives that are running, and they're very interesting, very innovative, very really on the edge between climate technology and art. So super inspiring. So let's give a look, and let's give also a very big greet to Miroslav Polzer from Glocha, that
Woo!
is
Mira,
like
yeah,
the main ideator and coordinator of this initiative.
he is amazing, a superstar. Um, yeah, and collaboration with multiple others. That was awesome. Wow. Okay. What's next? Oh, I have one. Ready?
Yeah,
Caring for the future. You joined the intro. So, Caring for the Future is an initiative of B and along with some other partners. And basically, we did a 2 hour intro to Project Drawdown, which is the most comprehensive plan to reverse global warming, and it maps out sustainable solutions. It really like actually shows you what climate change challenge and problem is, what we need to do to resolve it, and what and how, because we already have a lot of the solutions. And if we would just coordinate it between us better around the world, we would be able to actually not only overcome climate change, but to reverse it. So we did a 2 hour introductory webinar, and that was a pilot for the intro, which I think is really good for people who are starting to be curious and get interested in what is this whole thing about sustainability in the first place. And then a 6 week pilot program for a group of people to go through a process of going a little bit deeper into the climate change challenge. Um, it was with Bert Cohen and Larry Tishkoff, partners of mine. And guess what's happening next month? Actually,
No, tell us, tell us.
February. It's just 2 weeks away. It's We are preparing a proposal to the Ministry of Education for mandatory implementation, potential mandatory implementation of the content of this program, and we're hoping that this will be a pilot for other ministries of education. If this works out, then we'll be able to implement it in many schools and train many teachers, and that's super exciting.
Congratulations for that. And I very appreciate the collaboration with them and also I've known them because thanks to Moran, I had the opportunity to meet these two guys that are amazing. And I appreciate also the passion and the deepness of on the way they perform climate education. Climate education is not easy. I sometimes I have also some experience on that, working in the schools and so on. It's not easy to teach climate change as like a fundamentally a word in fact, but something that did need to be perceived as a way to improve. So with the hope, not with just despair. And Moran and also the friends from Project Drawdown are properly doing that because they are talking about solutions.
Mm,
And solutions are coming from understanding the problem, but also don't give up.
mm,
And this is very important, in my opinion, in climate action and climate education. And remembering that, I want to take to the discussion one of the very first thing that connect me and Moran. It is the concept of emergency that I very like. Please go ahead, Moran. Let's explain this concept of emergency.
sure. So, emergency is to emerge with urgency. We are in a critical situation, and we need critical solutions. And for this, we need a critical mass. And so I like to say we need to emerge in urgency. Everyone rise up in 2022 together.
And this is a very point, guys, because uh, if we don't understand that just like worrying is not sufficient, but we perceive the urgency to do things, really, we were really without hope. And this is not what the climate action and what the also the climate education want to perceive. Climate education is to is go to
Empower.
rise up, yeah, rise awareness,
That's right. And empower. Show
empower.
people that every single person counts, and every one of us can do something. And if every one of us does anything, it adds up, because together we are the greater than the sum of our parts. But we are 7.8 billion people. Imagine 7.8 billion people doing something small every single day. But so many of those people, I dare say most, are not aware of what they can do, what the sustainable solutions that are out there are, and what are the alternatives. And a lot of people, would you say, I mean, I'm open, expanding a little bit, but would you say that a lot of people are afraid to have to kind of shift to being sustainable?
No,
No? Because I find people are um, think that if we want to be sustainable, it means they have to lower their quality of life or their lifestyle. And I think
mhm,
it's the opposite. I think that once you practice sustainability in a holistic, whole systems thinking way, there's abundance and for everyone. And um, that is why, I don't know, not only abundance, but I'm finding that so many of the solutions that are out there and the new products and the alternatives are better than what we have right now. They're cool, they're chic, they're designed, like engineered, they're like, there's so much room for growth right now and development. And, anyway, I just think it's only going to be better and people are going to have more. People already have more than enough right now. That's part of the problem. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, properly on that, thinking about problem and solution and so on. I think that you have there something that it's very interesting for these logics of cause relations and understand the cause relation cause effect. Uh,
Like
what's
what?
that? What's that? I know that you know.
This?
Yes, yes. Shall we
Yes.
tell about that?
Tell
So,
them, tell them, tell them, tell
first of
them.
all, a big embrace to our friend Cedric Ringelbach, that is the inventor
Cedric,
of this
Cedric.
Climate Fresk. Climate Fresk is a cards game. You see that Moran has a lot of cards in the hands, and show a card. Each card is like talking about something related to climate change, for example, CO2 emission, a phenomena, and behind there is an explanation, and you have to play on like understanding the internet, give a framework of the interrelationship between the cards. For example, radiative force, CO2, and so on, which are the like relationship cause effect, which is coming before, after, or just in like in contemporary and so on. And on the play, you have to create a map of that is like your mind map of your understanding of climate change, and you can do this with friends, with schools, with children, and so on. So, Moran, if you want to like tell a little bit also on what the card is, how is working the game, and so on.
Yes, sure. Well, see, a lot of people are hearing more and more about climate change, but when they approach it, they don't really have that much information to connect their own dots and understand what's really going on in what does it mean climate change or global warming. I mean, maybe they're noticing higher temperatures or a change in weather patterns or things they're not familiar with from their childhood or things like that, but it's beyond that. It's understanding what is, as you said, the cause and effect. And for me, I call it playing chess. If we play chess in terms of the impact of what we say and what we do, and we play it out far enough and we multiply it by the critical mass, and we figure out how every single thing we do and say affects others and infinitely and ourselves, of course, um, then we can actually understand how important every single one of us is and how each one of us is not only important, we are significant. A lot of people say, what does it matter if I save one plastic bag? I'm just one person. What does it matter if I you know, turn off the water in the shower? I'm only one person. But if everyone says that, then no one's going to do it. But if anyone does it and more people start to do it And if we can get everyone to do it, then it's again back to the critical mass. So really, what Climate Fresh does is it gives the opportunity for people to actually get the bird's eye view, a macro view of what is causing the climate change and global warming, and then on the back it gives you the answers, or sorry, very short, very concise and clear example, or sorry, descriptions of that piece in the domino effect. So just for example, this one says industry, and then if you look closely, what do you see there? It might be hard to see. Okay, so we have
No,
um uh well, plants, and we have, wait, what is this? Oh, the industrial. Okay, so the cars and vehicles, there's servers and the energy, shopping, consumerism, and the burning of power plants. And then on the back, it says industry uses fossil fuels and electricity. It accounts for 40% of greenhouse gas emissions. That in itself is like something that a lot of people don't know, but it gives perspective. So all of a sudden, when you give me that statistic, that information, examples of industry are the coal plants, the car industries, the even the internet, which people don't often realize how much power and energy the servers take, and then also consumerism. Those are just four, but they're big. And when you think about it, you're like, I have a car, he has a car, she has a car. The power plants, a lot of people are so far disconnected from it, they don't even realize that that's where they get their light in and their, you know, all the electricity in their homes. And of course, commerce and shopping, and the trend of the disposable thing going on. In any case, so then it says 40% of greenhouse gas emissions, and it all of a sudden gives you perspective. So of course, if you're super curious and want to know what the other 60% is, you keep going and keep going, and it really starts to answer the questions. Okay. Anyway, this is great because you can play the game, so to speak, and it creates conversation, connection between people, critical thinking, and it's great for anything from the workplace. Like I know they give workshops in corporations and businesses, and they really like train the workers on climate change so that they can even think of the impact of what that business and corporation has on the bigger scale. And for some people, it might cause them to be inspired and maybe make different decisions. That's the hope, and that this spreads out. But I think it'd be great even if we had this at birthday parties.
yeah, but you know that it could be a nice. You know that sometimes in birthday party you have to understand the game to do to little bit engage the people in the party and so on,
Yeah,
and it could be perfect to make a
exactly.
like a collective game and to engage all the people together.
Exactly. So there's a possibility that next week or the week after I'm going to do an in-person event, but I have to see. We're peaking with Omicron right now, so let's not talk about that. Anyway, that's
But
Planet Fresh.
and
Yeah,
just to say, we repeat that this game was done by Cedric Ringelbauer, and we are working to have also him into the Sustainable Sunday to have him as a guest. So stay
can't wait.
connected because maybe we can have the chance to be in the person with the creator of the Climate Fresh.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a lot of things and guests like him in store for 2022. And this year we're going to do things a bit differently. Hopefully, you'll be more involved this year, and then we'll ask you guys also for your participation because this is really for all of us. Um,
And
okay.
s- and so we have now the time for the final commitments for this 2022 that is opening with brightness, with a lot of project and things. So let's dedicate this part. We talk about 2021. That now it's gone, and now it's time to lead the way to the 2022, which are the things in like play that we are thinking about, some ideas. Moran, and leave the floor to you.
Okay, well, I can just say one of the biggest things that sticks out for me is togetherness. That this year we're gonna like link closer, and we have COP27 in less than a year, and I think Earth Day is in the middle. We have the General Assembly. We have hopefully South by Southwest. We have launching more on digital art for climate. I'm hoping to move forward with the music for climate as soon as possible, and yeah, and start really amplifying these messages.
Totally agree.
There's
As a
so many
musician,
more things. I'll keep going, but go ahead, you.
yeah, in this year, I think that I want to make more, like we can say, efficient the thing that started during the 2021. Also with like a better engagement of the people that are working on that. And so, for example, on Climate Social Forum, we are thinking a lot of ideas to make it also on a local level and whatever. And also definitely music. I started or practice my exercises of drumming because I'm a drummer, and there will be some jigs also from Just Planet for 2022. So music will be, as Moran said, one of the keywords of the 2022.
Yes. So for me in general, for it's about the experiences that we create for people, and in general, I think it's through experience we learn the best as humans, and memorable experiences are where it sticks the most and the best, the most kind of comprehensive way to, or most thorough way to comprehend. Uh, and so I think there's so much coming up in 2022 that even just between the two of us, so imagine what else is going on out there. Uh, yeah, hopefully, personally, we're going to start fundraising in 2022 for B so that we can start building the platform. That's what we really want to do. Connect everyone on a shared platform, and do more things together.
Great, great. So the 2022 is like rocking the stage, and he's starting with super nice ideas. And we wish you, all of you, a very, very good year. And hopefully, let's hope that also this pandemic can go away because we need to meet physically also, not only online. I very appreciate the online, but I think that now it's needed to really return to the normal life, or a new normal, as we thought, like a better normal, not better than before. And so, personally, and then I give the floor to Moran. I wish you to all the best and brightful and successful 2022, and also to you, Moran, because you deserve it all.
Oh my God, no, Domenico, please. I cannot believe someone like you is saying that to me. I absolutely honor you for everything you do. It's, guys, he's being so modest and humble. It's really something everyone should follow. Domenico and Hubs in Italia. And just as we kind of close up, I want to just share one thing. I'm going to flip the camera in a moment because I really dedicate this year to all of us being together for a change, and being together for a change rather than separate, because it's about time. Um, Hang on, I'm going to turn the camera. How do I do this? How do you turn the camera on? Is there a way to turn the camera?
Okay, no, I think no, but you can just flip the cell phone. Yeah. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So nice.
You see, 20 together.
Yes. This is another keyword. This is another keyword. Like, please take the note of this B2 20 togetherness is
So
so great.
just so you know, at www.b1.life, we're having a grassroots kind of all hands on deck, building a little community of people who want to be together for that change and do more together. And we're going to be developing it as the year goes on. You're welcome to be part of it or just follow it, sign up, participate, and support in various different ways. And only together we believe we can do it. So, yay. And we invite
Thank you.
everyone to be one.
Thank you, Moran. Thank you.
Love you.
Me too. And thank you very much for the time together. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for starting this year in such a great way. And
Thank you.
for all, stay connected, subscribe Hubs in Italia and B1, and follow us on social medias. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and so on. So please subscribe so you can also acknowledge when we are doing new things, and it's very important. And you can do all if you can subscribe, and see you to the next.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye, 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 bye.